this episode, I will be sharing with you guys about Prophetess ONWUEZE from Nigeria. It is a sad story indeed.
Hi guys, it's Ugoro Lela Matams, also known as Agilo Pazed Umanakashwapa Zambia. I'm a Zambian YouTuber, vlogger based here in the UK. If you're new to my YouTube channel, please subscribe and don't forget to hit the notification button so that each time I upload videos, you will be notified. Now this video is quite a difficult video to do, but I want to address a few issues which I have talked about on my YouTube channel. First of all, I would just like to say, may the soul of Prophetess ONI ONWUEZE rest in peace. There's a Nigerian prophetess who has finally died after being ill for some time. She's actually a prophetess, a rising prophetess in her region, and there's a funeral that's going to take place. She died in Delta State. Now, there's a screenshot that has leaked where she was talking to another pastor friend explaining that she had been poisoned by her pastors so that they should take over the church. And now she is finally dead. I will show you images of her in hospital and also images of this beautiful woman who suddenly lost all her weight because of this poison. She came out victorious, but I don't know, somehow, somewhere she has still died. It is so sad that these days people are hungry for power, especially the churches. Pastors are in competition of one another. Just because this prophetess is doing so well, that prophet is doing well, that is why some other prophets and pastors, they go and collect juju just to be in the competition of being the top prophet or the top papa or the top mama in the area. And because of that kind of desperation, I am not surprised that somebody out there, a pastor, would poison his leader just because they want to take over the ministry. And the lady even explains in the screenshot that she lost everything. She lost the church. Obviously, there was even lies like, oh, she's offended God. That is why they've taken over the church. And, you know, this is why she's also been poisoned and everything. You know how it is when people make up allegations. Why is it that in Africa, people are so desperate for church and ministry? They are so desperate for power. They are so desperate to be in the limelight of who is the happening prophet. Who is the happening prophet? I just shared a video today, last night, with regards to a prophet that prophesied to me a lot of things that are taking place in my life. I want to just share a bit of my testimony. This man is not even famous. He's not even hungry for power. When I shared his name on my Facebook page, I just said, guys, contact this prophet whenever you need help. That was the first time his phone became over busy with people from abroad, and he's still remaining the humble person. Why are prophets or pastors or whoever, people hungry for this kind of power to the extent that you go and kill someone, poison this person? And poison is very deadly, guys. I mean, we've seen so many people die of poison, but you can imagine this lady being so ill, being in hospital, feeling betrayed. Should we be going to churches and be hiding our food? Should we be going to churches and be looking at who's going to kill me? No. No, this is absolutely wrong. You kill someone because you want to take over the church, you want to take over the members. And then when you take over the members, are you taking over the members because you love your members or because you want their money? And obviously you want their money because you want their tithe, you want their offering, you want their seeds, you want to lie to them, tell them they need to bring so much seed in order for them to see a breakthrough. I have seen so many breakthroughs within the past few months without even sowing not even one seed. The only seeds that I sow is where I know there's a need. Poor people and supporting children in school. This is very bad. I am so disappointed with this situation, and I'm so heartbroken that this prophetess has had to lose her life because of a selfish pastor. because of a selfish preacher who wants to have all the members and be called papa, be called the wife, be called mama if he's married, and have all these leaders and be in charge of the church. This is somebody who started the church from the ground. You thought people would never know the truth about how she's died. Thankfully, she has even shared with somebody to say, my pastors poisoned me. This is heartbreaking. For all you know, these same pastors were very desperate to poison this woman to make sure she's gone, by even poisoning her even at home, by even probably even sending someone to just do something to her until she's finally gone to be with the Lord. These are the things we talk about. These are the things that I've shared about how the African system of church is even more confused than even the people that introduced church to us. Because the white people, they don't have those things. The missionaries that brought salvation to us don't even have those things. We are the ones who are there every time talking about this, see that. How come white people don't need to seed in order for them to get a British passport or for them to fly to a country? We have to pay seed to get visa. We have to pay seed to do anything with our lives. We have to seed as black people. Why? And that is why these pastors, obviously, they've had to kill this woman. I am so heartbroken. If you have any more details about this lady, about any means of donation, if she has children, we would want to know so that we can support this lady. If you're Nigerian, you live in Delta and you know the story in more detail about this lady, if she has any children. I've seen her Facebook page. I haven't seen any children, but these are her images. And in this video, we will be remembering this prophetess and just saying, shame on you pastors that are desperate for fame, that are desperate for members, that are desperate to be in the limelight. You are so desperate that you have to kill someone. Desperation is what is bringing us to this situation now. For how long are we going to be in such predicament as black people? For how long as black people are we going to be lied upon? Are we going to find so many disgusting stories that go on every time? It's always the black church. It's always the black church. It's always the African church. Now this lady is gone to be with the Lord because you, pastor, as you are watching me, whoever poisoned her, as you are watching me, you are responsible. How do you even sleep? How do you even eat? How do you even walk, knowing that you killed someone? How do you even live your daily life, knowing that you are the one who's responsible for this person's demise? It can only be a pastor who is demonic. It just shows that you don't even take your powers from God. You are taking powers from one shrine somewhere. And probably you were told, if you kill this person, that's when you take over the church and you'll be successful. Because of members. Why can't you start your own church? Why didn't you ask this lady, prophetess, help me open a branch so that I could start staying in another location and people will know that it's under your church, but it's my church? Why didn't you ask? But no, the solution is to kill her so that you should take over the church. For what? Even you think you won't die. Even you will die. It is appointed upon every man, every soul on this earth that you will live on this earth, but you will also die. You too, you will leave that church. So why kill her? Why kill her? Because you are desperate to have all these members? You think you will live forever? It doesn't work like that. It is so heartbreaking when you see these things happening. So in Nigeria, this is what has taken place. And I'm not surprised, maybe in other places as well, it has also taken place. We just see a pastor being ill. We think the pastor had cancer, but maybe it's poison. Maybe it's poison, because cancer normally is poison. Some people, they will say it's cancer, but it's poison in most parts of Africa, especially when it's a political thing where they're trying to kill someone. They put something in their food, then it kills them slowly, and they will call it cancer. So we don't even know other pastors who've died in the past young. Somebody's 35, 45, thriving in ministry, suddenly dies. And you are all does know, we are thankful. This pastor was serving the Lord. He's going to be with the Lord, but we don't even know the real reason this person died. Most of these pastors have died untimely because of one selfish person, one or two selfish people. Are you satisfied? Are you happy now that you have managed to kill this woman? Are you happy now that you took over her church? Are you happy now? You know, it reminds me of property grabbing that used to take place in Africa. I don't know about other parts of Africa, but in Zambia, it was a big thing in the 90s. We were scared of losing our parents. We were scared. Each time my dad would go even out and he's not yet back by midnight, I would be scared. Oh God, my father should be well. My father should be well. Because I didn't want anything to happen, because you knew that the moment your parent died, your father, the family will come and grab everything and leave you empty. Everything and leave you empty. As if this man never had children. As if this man doesn't have a wife. Why? Because one selfish person has decided, I must take over. I must take over these properties. I have lots of friends in Zambia whose properties were taken from them as soon as their father died. They've had to raise themselves from a young age. They're now doing well. One of the girls I know, she goes to Dubai for business. She was married to a successful businessman. And when she explains to you her life story, it's heartbreaking. And to see her succeeding and raising herself to be where she is, she's always struggling, always fighting, always pushing, always selling things. It's because of the struggle that they went through when their father died. Please, why? Is it that in Africa we're always looking for an opportunity for someone to die so that we should take over? Why? Somebody builds a house, you are looking for an opportunity for that person to die. Just like people who build houses in Africa. There's somebody the other time who was just showing a beautiful house. I've talked about it on my YouTube channel. I was even scared for this lady as she was showing her flat, because I've seen people, all of us, we have seen people. There was a family in Sierra Leone that were flying from America to go and see their property, only for them to be poisoned with gas by the brother, just because he wanted to take over the property. Why are we so selfish? So now, this thing is not just in the world, it's also in the church now. The church has also started poisoning people. This person is not dying quick. The Lord is not taking this person's life quick. Let me help the Lord to take this person's life. So you have to kill this woman just because you want to take over the ministry. Are you happy now? Are you happy now that you have taken over the ministry? Are you happy now that you are taking all the tithe, eat, and still throw everything in the toilet? Are you happy now? You are driving cars. When you die, will you collect car and take it to your coffin? No. When you die, will you collect all the houses and put them within the coffin? No. These are just things of the world. In Zambia, we say, Malu wayacha lofika shala. These are worldly things. They will remain when you die. I'm so sad. I just had to address this issue and just say, some of these people that you follow, you don't even know where they're coming from. You don't even know the reason why they have a ministry. Let's start digging deeper. The foundation. How did this person start a church? And you members, you even followed the same pastors. Just because maybe they formed some lie, what. You even joined these pastors. I'm sure they have blindfolded you with some form of juju, because no normal person will see a prophetess that is rising, all of a sudden is sick, all of a sudden loses a church, loses all the members, and you two are also following blindly, lost sheep. Why? Because you not go look for salvation yourself. You are looking for where the pastor will prophesy. Can I prophesy? And that is why these pastors are desperate now. They are doing anything. They are consulting any shrine just to make sure they can give you the lies that you deserve. Are you happy now? You members that are going there now, what are you going to say now about this lady? What are you going to say to the family? You left this woman just because these church pastors told you whatever they had to tell you. I'm sure there's been something that has been said for you to make this woman lose the whole church, and she started from scratch. Maybe even if the church has scattered, they've gone wherever. The fact remains that this woman started a church which she built. She had a foundation of ministry which other pastors were jealous of, and the only way of getting rid of her was to kill her. This is very bad. I am so heartbroken. May her soul rest in peace, and condolences to the family. Please, if you have any more details, share. I thought I should share with you guys this demise. I never expected to hear this, especially from Nigeria. Why? Because Nigerians are quite religious when it comes to religion. So, I mean, when I hear a story like this, why would somebody, poison another pastor because you want to take over? It's better you branch off and start your own branch. It's better. It's better you break off and start your own church. It's better you even lie against the pastor and form your own church than you poisoning someone because you want to take over their ministry. That is very bad. I'm not encouraging you to lie. I'm just saying it was even better if you had even made up stories, whatever, than you taking over the church through killing this person. Of course, God would have vindicated this woman. She seems a very nice lady. She seemed a very nice lady from the pictures that I'm seeing. And I'm so heartbroken. I thought I should talk about this. I'm very disappointed. And you pastors, just know that if you are one of those pastors that kill people because you want to take over ministry, that put poison, that do anything, your time is near. You will enjoy now for a few months or years, but when your time comes, you will die like a chicken, because it is appointed unto man to die. It is well with our soul. Guys, be careful the churches you go to. Make sure you find out the foundation of the church. It's a girl, Lela Matams, also known as PROPHETESS. Thanks for watching my YouTube channel.
On this screenshot, as you can see, Prophetess was just expressing how she was poisoned so that her pastors could take over the church. This screenshot, you can see Prophetess expressing how she has to start all over again, and she has lost weight and she had lost everything she had worked hard for. At just 35 years old, she will be buried. You can see the smile in her face that she was a joyful woman. This was Prophetess when she was in hospital. A young soul at just 35 years old, she has lost her life due to the cruelty of this world. May your soul rest in peace. May God judge the people behind your demise. I have seen she has a beautiful car. Probably they were admiring her luxurious car as well, so that they could just take over everything that she was doing successfully. You will be sadly missed. Rest in power, Prophetess.